Welcome back to MCOC Al Bundy Rules. I got the final quest for this month, August 2021 event quest Cavalier item free walkthrough. We see high voltage, it's going to be 3.2, chapter 3. Each tech inflicts power drain, inflicts a shock passive. Each time the defender is inflicted with shock, or either champ uses a special attack where defenders suffer from a shock, tech attackers gain a fairy passive up to 5. At the end, defenders' special attacks, they gain unblockable passive for 6 seconds. This is not a trigger while the defender is suffering from a shock effect. So shock's going to be a good thing here. So champs that do shock, I have a few of them in my roster as far as the tech-wise goes. Also, those like power drain type of abilities are going to be beneficial too, as they can lead to a shock. We see some nodes for the final boss, the Peni Parker. And this will be my first run through, first time ever even seeing that fight. I haven't even looked at the fight, but I have heard a lot of people complain. I guess she has some kind of crazy auto block mechanism, but I came prepared. I came with the plan. I've already had a few pretty ugly walkthroughs this month. You know what? I came with the plan this time. Finally. But we'll get to that in a bit. So let's go ahead and start off with Havoc. I have a few who could be a good counter for this. It's those tech champs with that armor up buff is going to be good. And I just ran right into an S1. Nothing like using the word good as I run right into a special, but that's okay. I'm not too worried. Guardian is awesome. I got a Guardian as a 6-star R3 max 200 sig, but I decided not to bring him because bringing him here is just a little too easy. So I brought my 5-star because I got a 5-star Guardian too, and the deck this fight has been really sloppy. But the good thing with Guardian, especially high sig, you can make these silly little mistakes. I mean, they're not even, I'm just healing. I'm taking hits and I'm healing, so that's all good to go. So my plan here now is I'm going to go ahead and do an S3, give me some force field charges. It's that Canadian flag, oh Canada. And then right on up there. Why is he spreading his legs for that? I mean, isn't that counterintuitive? Wouldn't a normal person move? Why are they going to spread their legs? That's weird. Okay, so let's go ahead and dex out of there. I've got my 5 passive furies going on that I have gotten from the nodes. I am now going to build myself up to an S2. A big thing with Guardian that you got to remember before you use the S2, charge the heavy before you do an S2, because you need to get that extra armor up, because using that takes away an armor up, and against Havoc, you're going to get a bit of damage. So I don't want to do that. This is fight number 1. So charge that heavy, launch that S2, and kaplamo. Yeah. And see him doing his little selfie stuff or something, I guess, whatever that weird little angle is. Now we're looking on up, getting ready to roll on through, going on to the Wasp. Let's see what a little Wasp can do against big old Hulkbuster. So I figured Hulkbuster could be good. Figured it's just his normal playstyle. That parry heavy playstyle should be good here. Hopefully avoid getting punished from any evadiness that she may do. But time will tell. I love Hulkbuster very much, but his playstyle is a nice aggressive style once you get going. And sometimes I get kind of ahead of myself and make silly mistakes. Got her stun, do some chain heavies, and that's the mistake that I'm referring to. I do sometimes, almost, ooh-wee. That was a very, very painful mistake, but my regeneration kicked in, now evade, so getting my stuff up, but, oh yeah, I tried to get in that last heavy, and boy, did that hurt. Knocked me down to 3% regeneration, got me back up a tiny bit, but you know what? It's okay. He's Hulkbuster. That's how he rolls. He busted up. And if nothing else, at least he accomplished that fun. But we ain't done with him. No, we're not. Because you know what? He might look on his last leg. Nah, he's the Hulkbuster. So now let us look over here at Vulture. Let us break out Mr. Guardian once again. For each of my 3 tech I brought, I'm looking at using each one for approximately 2 fights is my current plan. Guardian is very, very good for this path in these fights, and you see me bring Guardian a lot. I love Guardian. He's probably my #1 favorite champ to use for many reasons, but one thing that makes him really great too is the block proficiency he brings to everybody on the team. That in himself always makes him worth a roster spot, especially while things like parry and dex has been so broken for so long. Take a lot more block damage these days, so but he has some very good use. But like I said, to make it not too easy, I didn't bring my 6-star. I brought my 5-star just to keep it fair, keep it fair. And we see some damage going on there. We're going to see some cool highlights of what Guardian can do. In addition to the tutorial I got on him, I got my R3 6-star doing, in one case, 1.4 million damage on a single S2. No crazy special, no, it's just regular fights. And that was on a LOL fight, actually. 50,000 damage limits, and he did 1.4 million. Be sure to look up that. I have a massive damage highlights playlist. You can click on that, kind of scroll through, see what interests you. Some of those massive damage highlights might surprise a lot of you. Or just what they can do. So anyways, we got our Hulkbuster. So you all thought I was done with them, weren't you? Nah. I told you I wasn't done. You didn't believe me. So the good thing I was looking at was, thankfully, his regeneration got back up to over 15% before the last fight. And I saw this was Winter Soldier. You know how many billions of times I fought Winter Soldier in ROL doing farming or making videos or practicing champs. So Winter Soldier could do blindfolded these days. So figured this would be a good fight to bring Hulkbuster in for his second fight of the path, which was my goal. And we will see. I went ahead to do that S2. Look at that, and boom. So I went into the fight at 18%, and I'm ending at 39. Like I said, that's how the big boy rolls. Big key here I've been doing on the fight is either getting a shock or a power steel type of item going on, and then just let the theories naturally come, but nothing too fancy. All these techs I brought have been very, very effective, would be able to handle pretty much most, if not all, the fights. Although I am using Warlock specifically for this Iceman fight because of the Cold Snap. We need that immunity here to avoid getting tore up. So this is one fight that was a specific for Warlock. And we'll go ahead, get that infection going on. Go ahead and watch that. Always be careful of these unblockables that are coming up after the S2s. Again, if you don't have a shock debuff on the defender after they launch a special, they will become unblockable, which I'm not too worried about that. And Warlock has easy shock access with his S1, but I'm just not feeling like I really need it, although I probably should throw an S1 in there to at least get the armor ups. I mean, not the armor ups, the theory ups, the theory buffs, something. But that's okay. This is working, so I'll keep pounding on away. Oh, I just made a little mistake. Got clipped by the end of that, and the unblockables there, so do a little intercepting. Let's get into some little play going on. You know what? Let's go. I should have done this at the beginning of the fight, to be honest. Do that S1 to get those. I gave me 4 Furies off of launching that S1. So, in hindsight, going to use Warlock. Use an S1 early in the fight. There was no point in me waiting till the end. I could have got those Furies at the beginning. Just wasn't really thinking. So let's move on now. Mephisto. I was not too happy with anyone specifically for this fight. And I brought the 3 techs to clear the path. So I decided to go ahead and bring Warlock. Like I said, I planned on using each champ for 2 fights in the past. So by default, Warlock is up. He's next man up. This is the last fight of the path. However, let's see how well he does. Not incinerate immune. And we see Mephisto and his incineration going on. I am trying to keep the infections up, so I'm going in there, but I haven't taken a good amount of incinerate damage. And I just keep lining up the incinerate. I probably need to chill out a little bit on my play on here because I'm just lining the dude up, costing myself lots and lots of damage. Again, what I should have done had I been thinking was launch an S1 to get those Fury, get the shock going on to get those Furies, but I'm just so accustomed to trying to go to S2 with Warlock that it just slipped my mind yet again. You know, we got these unblockables, so now I have to do with unblockables because I wasn't getting the shock, and we see Mephisto doing some ninja style dexing there. So the player base can't dex worth the dang with the broken, but AI, that's why we can't dex anymore. It's broken. The AI stole our dex ability. They want to dex us now. Silly Kabam, fix your game. Okay, so let's keep pounding. Play a little aggressive while it's unblockable. Oops, there goes that aura of incineration. Ugh, ran right into that one. I'd really like to blame that one on Kabam too, but this time I guess I can't. I guess I have to blame myself. So I ran right into a basic attack. Pow! So, for lack of any other reason, I figured, hey, I think Guardian should probably be good. He's got all those different immunities on a high, not immunities or resistances on a high stake. Maybe something in there will help me here. I don't honestly remember, but don't got the better idea right now. So just try to finish off this Mephisto fight. So in hindsight, I probably should have brought a slightly better counter for this fight, but I figured I'd muscle my way through it. Normally I'd be a little worried about that boss fight, but I have a plan. I was prepared this time, so I'm actually not worried about the boss fight, but I did bring in 2 champs just for him, just in case. But I'm not too worried about having a whole leftover team. I'm not too worried about the need to maybe do a committee of approach fight on the boss, because I got her. I got this. And gotta love the global comments there. Oh, global. Okay, that one just kind of popped out. Anyways, not even going to repeat what that said. Stone vulnerability, defender attack rating, small arms, heavy attacks, reduction, 50%, can't go below 10%, nerves of steel every 6 seconds, indefinite power passive, gain 10 stacks, striking defenders, block removes the armor up. When the attack fills the bar of power, they have 6 seconds to use a special attack, or their max power is instantly drained. Block attacks cause a defender to on the power. So, but you know, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I've heard people complaining about this fight. I heard a lot of people complaining. I guess there's some new weird auto block mechanism. But I'm like, wait a minute, she's a robot, right? So I'm like, there's gotta be hashtag metal, right? Yeah, she's hashtag metal. So instead of complaining about this new mechanism, I mean, Magneto is an OG champ. Like, I mean, anyone who's been playing with the game should have him by now. I would think he's an original. So even a low star would probably work, but this is my first time doing this fight, so I didn't really want to take any chances, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not even dexing. I'm not even parrying. I'm just sitting there like an idiot, taking it, and nothing's happening to me. So now let's do some heavies. Let's charge some heavies. And poor Peni Parker thinks she's so cool in her little funny-looking, long, skinny, slinky suit. And so, yeah. So those who are complaining about this new auto block mechanism, just bring in a Magneto. I mean, come on. And for those of you who love to troll, you can't use a Magneto on a hashtag meta. Why not? That's his whole job. I mean, come on. So yeah, Magneto did what he does, and he does it oh so well. Easy, easy. So hoping you enjoy that and all the other tutorials, walkthroughs I did for the event quest. Remember, I do these every single month, so be sure to subscribe, turn those notifications on. Check out my monthly EQ walkthrough list. Playlist, I do it updated every single month. Turn those notifications on, get the new updates. And don't forget my champ tutorials, all the other good stuff. Thanks so much for watching.